Now, out in Virginia Beach, crews are responding to a fire at a large condo building off of Shore Drive. Derek Lytle is there right now. And Derek, what are you seeing?
Yeah, hey Connor, still a really big scene just off the Lesnar Bridge here out front of the Cape Henry Towers. Now, I just got done speaking with a captain from the fire department, and he tells me that this fire actually came out around just before 4:45 this afternoon for a fire on the 15th floor. Now, they did have one victim, a woman that was on her balcony, and their ladders are not high enough to get to that 15th floor, so they advised her to suppress herself to the balcony, close her door. And they got here, they started battling that fire. They were able to put it out and reach her and get her out of that unit safely. Just remarkable. I did talk to fire. They did have one of their own firefighters rush to the hospital for exhaustion. We do not know his current condition at this time, but just a wild scene of events here in Virginia Beach this evening. I talked to another man that was out on the beach when the fire first came out. He said he saw smoke first and ran over to the building and then saw where the flames were coming out, that 15th floor again. It still smells like smoke in the air, but, you know, fire, and then even other individuals I talked to that live in the building. One man that lives down the street says his mother lives in one of the units just down from the 15th floor and says that she's all right. He's checked in with her. So a lot of details to unpack here. But right now, we're thankful at this time that nobody lost their life, and it seems like they're wrapping things up here. We'll still be around here to give you the latest, but Connor, that's some good news from something that could have been really bad with a high-rise building like this one.
Yeah, Derek, ultimately good to hear. And just taking one look at your shot there, you can tell how active that scene is. Now, I'm wondering, Derek, are you at a place on Shore Drive that's a crowded place, lots of visitors, that sort of thing? It looked like you might be sort of near a place where a lot of people might go out to eat and things like that.
Yeah, well, Connor, you mentioned it. Well, I'll take you down this way. This is just off of the Lesnar Bridge where you turn in. It's the very first turn in, but once you start making your way, we got some restaurants across the street. It's a very active part of Shore Drive where, you know, people go out for a drink, a bite to eat. So a lot of these residents, you know, shared with me that this is a pretty hectic scene. They don't normally see this here. There's a lot of people in the area. We've seen a lot of cars trying to get home tonight, and you know, they've had a lot of the street, maybe even almost a dozen blocks blocked off. You know, at least a dozen fire units, law enforcement on scene just to kind of control the scene. But you know, when you have a building like this, I'm told it's a unique situation to fight a fire like that, and so they take every precaution. Again, just a lot to unpack here, Connor.
Okay, awesome. Derek, we really appreciate you joining us. Thank you for all of that information, and good to hear about some of the great work being done out there by those firefighters. Derek, we will catch you at 11 p.m. We appreciate the update.